Let me see if I got this right, you guys. I want to make sure. I want to get everything in here. It's a wide angle lens on this camera, so I'm always worried about whether or not I'm going to be in the shot or not. I don't care if I'm in the shot. Like I said, it's not about my ugly mug. Let me tap this down a little bit. I can see that we're a little crooked here. What's happening, guys? So sitting in front of me, I have a FlexJet. Original price, $530. I got mine for about $450, $460. I can't really read the writing. He knew how much it was. I bought a couple of things while I was there, so it looks like about 460 or 400. I don't know. I can't read those numbers. It's for something. Anyways, it was about 450, $460. So let's get into it, because this was a return and I just want to make sure that everything's in here. All the parts are in here. Instruction manual's in here. So I'm really going to need that, because I'm going to be flying this on my Tyrannus. If I cannot get it hooked up to my Tactic 850, I will be flying it on the Tyrannus. So without further, I say that too much. Let's get into this mofo. Man, I hit that A10 more than anything, man. I put it off. I put this A10 off the floor so I wouldn't get hanger rash on it, and I bumped my freaking head into it. I hit it with my fingernails, lifting boxes off. I've hit it. This A10 has taken a beating, and everything was good up until the third flight when I landed it and I came down too hard. And these front retracts on this particular A10 Warthog, it's got a very weak pin that holds the front gear on to the retract itself. That the retract pin itself, it's made of the world's shittiest metal. And I'm telling you right now, guys, what did they just open it and say I don't want it? Because this shit's still taped down, for Christ's sake. I'm seeing if this is yeah, this has still got the factory tape on it, you guys. All right. Oh, nice. Look at that, man. It's got the trim gauges on here. Look at this. That's something that you don't really get. Cut them out. All right, we'll get to that in a moment. Let's get the unbox done on this bad boy first. All right, so the first thing I'm going to pull out of here, you guys, is the, looks like the right wing. Yeah, it's good. I think it's the right wing. One thing that I'm noticing already on this thing is that it has some major hinges on here, you guys. I mean, wow, look at that. All steel rod, all metal rods. I'm liking this already, you guys. They really put some thought into this. For all you guys out there that have a FlexJet already. Yeah, this is an unopened bag, you guys. This hasn't even been opened. So they must have got it and just maybe said, hey, it was just too much. It was more than they could afford at the time. I don't know. I see that quite a bit sometimes with people in the RC boom. They buy something, they realize that, damn, that was more than I could. I knew that was going to happen, you guys. I had this feeling that was going to happen. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. All right, you guys. Going to plan B here. So Kyle dropped my tripod and broke it. And I just tried to JB weld that thing, and it didn't work. So we're going to plan B, which is still rolling. All right, you guys, I'm so sorry about that. My bad, you guys. So we're gonna go side view here. My tripod's broke. What happened was it fell over and it busted the clip that holds my phone. And it seems that it's going to take a little bit more JB weld in order for that to work right. Or I'm going to have to come up with some type of a Velcro deal with the back of the phone. That way we take the pressure off of the clip because it's broke. And maybe I didn't leave it enough to set up. Maybe that's supposed to set up overnight, and I didn't let it set up overnight. So that's my fault. But anyways, guys, left wing. I was wrong. I thought it was the right wing, but then I start looking around and I see servos are hella smooth, you guys. The hinges on this are like second to none. It's three-prong hinges, but you got 4 of them. So you got 4 3-prong hinges that are holding that wing on. Carbon fiber spar that runs down the entire length of the wing. Oh, and then here as well. Oh my Jesus, you guys. Wow. This is awesome. Flex Innovations, they got their shit together, man. I'm telling you right now, I already, just by looking at that one wing, I can already tell that this thing is just going to be second to none. I mean, let's go ahead and pull out this rudder. Rudder bag is sealed. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the deal was with this, you guys. I'm just going to be quiet about that now because, to be quite honest with you, I don't give a shit. I got a FlexJet. The channel has a FlexJet, is what I should say. I'm not a big me person and an eye person, and I find myself doing that on video time and time again, and it sounds so bad. The worst thing you can do is be a me, or an I person. Nobody likes that shit. Look at that freaking gator with his boxing gloves on. Looks like a freaking gator Mike Tyson. I'll beat his ass. Anyways, guys, still right here, 4 hinges, 3-prong hinges, or 3 hinge. So basically what I mean by that 3 hinge is it's got 1, 2, 3. So basically it's a hinge that has 3 hinges in it, but it's one solid hinge. And there's 4 of them bad boys on there. Hopefully that's focusing. It's a pretty decent camera, so it should. If not, screw it. Screw it to it. Right, guys. Pretty light carbon fiber spars here. These are really, really light, very thin. It's not like a normal carbon fiber spar that has some thickness to it. They're very thin, but carbon fiber is one of the natural strongest fibers on the planet. If you guys can tell me the second strongest fiber on the planet, maybe a t-shirt will go out to you. And don't Google it, because if you Google it and you give me the answer right away, I'm going to know you Googled it. Second strongest natural fiber on the planet. carbon fiber is by far the best. I mean, there's really nothing stronger than carbon, other than carbon being compressed and condensed down to into its ultimate form, which is a diamond. So you think about how strong a diamond is. Well, basically all carbon is, and basically our whole bodies are actually made up of carbon. There's a lot of carbon in the human body. I don't know the percentage on it, but anyways, carbon fiber condensed down to and compacted with heat, and then cold, and then heat, and then cold, and heat and cold, and then all of a sudden, boom, you have a diamond. Diamonds are the hardest known substance known to mankind. What's the heaviest known substance known to mankind? It's that one. And yes, I know the answer to all these questions. I'm actually a pretty intelligent person. Not to toot my own horn. When your father's a college graduate and a math professor, or a math, I said that all wrong. Math major tends to have some smart kids. Right wing? Oh, shit. Forgot everybody in the house is sleeping. I'm the only one that stays up weird hours like this. So the right wing, same deal, same thing. Swish. While I got you guys here, man, I do want to apologize about my lack of putting videos up. I can't really explain what it is. I just hit a slump. I hit a point in my life where I felt like I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't, maybe not being a good enough father, maybe not being a good enough role model, maybe just not being a good enough person overall. And when I feel as though that's what's going on in my life, I really just take some time to just sit back and kind of just collaborate on things and try to figure out what am I doing wrong? If I am doing something wrong, what is it that I'm doing wrong? Because my ultimate goal in life is to just be the best person that I can possibly be, to be the nicest person that I can possibly be, to be a loving, caring father. And typically I don't need someone's opinion on that. And I needed that this time. And, I didn't have to say anything to my wife. She's a very, very concerned woman. She says, you're not doing anything wrong. She says, I think that this is just a buildup of a lot of things that have happened in your past, that you've been dealing with in your own way, and it's not working. And this is your brain's way of saying, hey, I need to console with my mind and try to figure out what the hell is going on. And she was right. And I took some time to try to figure that shit out. These are the wing ends. If a FlexJet had missiles on it, or exterior fuel tank, well, no, that wouldn't be a fuel tank mount. This would be for rockets, definitely, for like A&M sidewinders. So like some sidewinders. What are the other ones? What are the radar guided missiles? You have are the sidewinders the radar guided missiles, or are those the heat seekers? Ah, man, I was just watching a documentary on the F-14 the other day too, and I had them all down. So anyways, I got myself figured out, you guys. You guys know me. I put videos up and I'm always real chipper and, attaboy kind of thing. And I still have that in me. I just, Wow, these ventral fins are solid. Oh my God. Or horizontal stabilizers, sorry. The ventral fin was that stable, vertical stab. And yes, on an F-16 and any other plane out there that you might find or have, the vertical stabilizer is in fact, and I heard this from a maintenance chief on an F-16, it is called a ventral fin. So a little bit of knowledge for that ass. If you look here, this is grooved out kind of like a watch at the inside of a watch. It's got that those teeth on it. So that's got to fit into something. I'm imagining that fits into something, some type of gear in the back here. It's kind of sad because I did watch the Boozers unbox this thing. And I'm pretty sure that he explained it. Oh yeah, by the way, Stickum Monkey Pants, representing my boy Ryan. I love that guy, man. What an awesome dude. Just what a stand-up guy, man. I hear him talking about his kids and his wife and everything. You know, there's nothing more important in this world than your family. There's definitely nothing more important in this world than your babies. And I'm telling you right now, I can tell just by the sincerity in that man's voice when he talks about his kids and his wife, how much he does care about his family. And I'm a family-oriented guy. I tell you, there's another one on YouTube that I like, and I like the way he is with his family, and that's Flying Ant. I don't know if you guys have watched Flying Ant, but he's got a son that he usually brings with him, and you could just tell the love. You could feel the love that he has for that child. Definitely not the love that I got from my father. My father's idea of love was a nice smack upside the fucking head when he got home from work because the dishes weren't all the way done or there was a crumb on his table. Love you too, Dad. Bastard. Anyways, it's time for the main event, guys. Ryan's a stand-up guy. I like Ryan. That's why I donate to Ryan. I donate to him not just because I want to see him accomplish more with his channel and with the Pilot's Lounge, which I absolutely love. I love the Pilot's Lounge. I'm glad that I got my streaming back now because I had plans to do what I'm going to do tomorrow for you guys. I've had plans to do this for years. And right when I started putting the blueprint down on how I was going to do things and buying stuff and doing things to get ready for this, bam, YouTube suspends my live streaming because I was an asshole. I should have never filmed that game. It was going to be a blowout. It wasn't even the game. If you're going to get flagged for filming any NFL game, it should have been the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. I wasted it on the on the AFC divisional game against the Chargers, who have a great team. But when you come out and you play man coverage against Tom Brady, you're in for a hurting. You do not want to play man coverage against Tom Brady because he will chew you up. And that's what happened. Hold on, I think there's one more thing in here before. Oh, Flex, what is that? What is the USB cable for? Read, Dave, read. We'll figure it out. Oh my God. We'll figure it out. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Here it is, guys. Look at this big mama jamma. Hold on, you guys. I love you. Motherfudges, what's going on? How are you doing today? You sexy mother trucker. Awesome, you guys. Freaking awesome. Easy, Dave. Easy, easy, easy. You have been a total klutz lately, and we are not having that. All right. Oh. Why is that speed controller just sitting there like that? Is that for reals? For reals? For reals? Like that? That's the way it just sits there like that? I don't know about that, man. I might put a wood deck down there and mount that down. I mean, if it's supposed to set like that, I mean, oh well, I guess it's supposed to set like that. But I got a theory about things that move around when a plane is oh my god, this thing is so freaking sexy. Thank you, EC5. We'll take that, man. We'll take that all day. I am so sick of opening up these new planes and seeing XT90s. All of my batteries are EC5s, are Deans, or EC3. No XT90, no XT60. That's some new shit that they just put into play. So all the lazy people in the world, or the people that don't realize that they make adapters for this shit, will go and purchase all new batteries just so they can put them in their XT60. I would rather change out an entire ESC rather than switch over to XT90 or XT60 at this point. I know there's a couple of you guys on there that love the XT60s and the XT90s. Pilot Robert is a huge fan of the XT60 and the XT90s. Not that I'm not a fan of them. I think they're wonderful connectors. But all my batteries are EC5, EC3, Deans. I just ordered from Ray and Robbins today an adapter from the XT60 to the EC5. So that way I don't got to change out all my shit, man. I'm just going to. But the fact that this is EC5, thank you, Flex Innovations, for thinking of me. I'm thinking of you as well, especially right now, because I have a massive love for this plane. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and give it the old look up the WUSM for my buddy Fireblade. There you go, homeboy. There's that wonderfully beautiful, sexy EDF in there. And I can't remember if he said it was an outrunner or an in-runner. Oh, bro, I'm glad I saw that because you didn't see it. That's cool. They had this thing stuffed right up the butt of this thing. It's an outrunner. It's an outrunner. 12 blade. Is that a 12 blade? $11 blade fan. It's an 11 blade outrunner. Get you guys a good look in here. It's an 80 amp speed controller, 80 amp Skywalker speed controller. Get you guys a good look on the inside of this thing right here. You guys can see that. A nice look at the bottom with all the nice gear doors. The Aurora 8 sticker on it. Now, I was thinking about doing my own paint job on this, but I just got over a paint job on that L39, and I really don't feel like fucking painting nothing, you guys. So, sorry about the language. We only do the F words on unboxes. I don't know why, and I'm going to try to refrain from that because I know that I have younger children watching the show now. You, Artsy, I am so sorry, buddy. I know you're a young kid. My apologies. Big potty mouth for Dave. I will put $1 in the swear jar when I'm done. And when the swear jar fills up, I'll send you the money. All right, we're going to put that back in there. So that's pretty much it for the unbox for this, you guys. Let me just go back here and make sure that we're still recording because this phone has a funky way of treating me. Damn, 25 minutes, Dave? What the hell you been talking about? Anyways, guys, that's the unbox video. My freaking tripod broke again. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm actually probably just going to go out and buy a new tripod tomorrow. just so I don't have to fudge with that one, because we have that podcast coming up rather quickly. And the last thing that I want is to be fudging around with a GD tripod because I didn't take the time earlier in the day to go out and spend 20 or 30 bucks on a freaking tripod. I mean, I think my wife said she paid like 20 bucks for that one. And they don't sell the accessories, just the accessories for that tripod. So basically it's either buy a new one or try to fix that one. I think what happened was I didn't let that epoxy set up long enough. That's supposed to be an overnight epoxy. You're supposed to let it sit overnight, and it just didn't have time to set up. That's my bad. I'll go throw some more epoxy on it, and I will find a way so that maybe we can Velcro the phone to the tripod instead of, or not the phone, but Velcro the webcam onto the tripod instead of messing around with the extender there that holds the phone. So anyways, guys, glad you guys could sit here with me and chill. Nice. Oh, let's put that hatch on first. Oh, it does go like that. All right. All right, meathead. And that goes just like that. Well, all right, guys. That about does it. Put all this back down in here. And put our book back there, and that's it, huh? There's really not a lot to this, you guys. There's not a lot to this plane. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this back up. Put the cover back on it, and I'm going to go to bed, you guys. I appreciate your time. This was the unbox of the Flex Innovations FlexJet, red colored, right here on Dave's RC. Can't wait till tomorrow. It's gonna be an exciting time. I got my brother calling in. He's gonna be telling us about paratrooping in the United States Army. I'm gonna talk to him a little bit about my dive training that I did while I was in the Army. Because being a diver in the Army, that's a pretty rare thing. And we'll get into that more tomorrow. But anyways, guys, I'm Dave. This is Dave's RC. Love every one of you guys, and I'm out of here. Peace.